Hello everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here to do a bonus reading for Libras. I say it's bonus, but really I felt the need to do this reading for you. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some tarot cards, oracle cards, and we're gonna see what it is that you need to know right now. What should we be focusing on? Messages for your greatest, highest good. I do channel Reiki as I attune to Reiki as I'm doing this. So I'm channeling messages. The Reiki is infused into this reading so that you do get messages for your greatest, highest good. Reiki also helps with my intuition itself, so it's really good for expanding one's intuition and abilities. So let's go ahead and see what we have for Libras. Libras, please check out the description box. That includes the disclaimer and the decks I use. Remember, you have free will, final say, and your intuition knows best. Dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. Third eye chakra, labradorite. So some of you may be drawn to this stone. I love labradorite because of the labradescence, as they call it. It's like that flashiness that happens, like when you see an opal, there's that opalescence. Well, the labradorite has that labradescence, and this is related to your third eye chakra. So I feel as though this was about a reading. That's why I wanted to do this reading for you, Libra. And I'm also a Libra and have a lot of placements in Libra, including Sun, but I wanted to do this because I'm feeling this pull right now. Like there's almost like some of us might feel like we know something's about to change. There's something, but it's like tuning into that. How do we tune into that? How do we kind of access our own power right now, our own healing and our own abilities to receive messages from the divine? So let's get some answers on this for you. Labradorite, yeah. Labradorite's actually a very protective stone. So if you feel like you're being, influenced by energies you did not invite, that can also help with that. And labradorite also, I feel, is sort of this beautiful mystery of a stone, right? With all the different flashes that comes in many colors. And there's sunset as well. It has that purpley, pinkish, orange color too. And you also have truth here. So we've got the third eye chakra and the throat chakra, and you have turquoise. Now turquoise is good if you're going to be traveling. It is a traveler's talisman, has been for a long time. This is about speaking your heart. It's the only thing worth listening to, because the thing with turquoise is it's green and it's blue, so it's going to be a combination of your throat and heart chakra. So it is about speaking from the heart. All right, and your dreams, your dreams, you could be having very psychic, intuitive dreams right now. You could be having loved ones who've crossed over, wanting to get in touch with you. You could even be having angels and other deities that you want to get in touch with, that want to get in touch with you. So if you can, try to keep a dream diary where you just jot it down, and not on your phone, because that will then interfere your sleep cycle there. If you're waking up at 2 a.m. with a dream, if you can, jot it down. If maybe you have a little light in your room anyway, I don't know, but okay, whatever. I'll stop talking about that. Anyway, self-care is really imperative right now, Libra. I think this is another reason I was very drawn to do this reading for you. Drowning doesn't always require water, right? I mean, we can drown ourselves in other ways. We can drown ourselves in our own thoughts and fears and over-analysis, that sort of thing. And then we have reflect. So self-care and reflect, Libra. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. I'm also here to remind you today that it's like you are the ocean and the ocean is you. You are as vast and expansive and powerful as the ocean, but you may not realize it. That's one of those like mysteries of life here. I know it can get very philosophical, but it's about a matter of perspective, all right? So trust your inner compass to find your bearings, okay? Trust your inner compass, and allow the tide to take you, I guess you could say, right? To some degree, going with the flow. We don't want to create an energy of resistance, because then that's how we create blocks and we get frustrated and we spin our wheels, right? So we want to make sure that we're also expressing what we need to express from the heart, because that also can create blocks. So we're trying to shift away from that, right? And again, we have move. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. Yeah, we're shifting away from it. We're going in the direction that is better for us. Okay, some of you may actually be having a shift right now, a change either in perspective or a physical change of direction. Let's see what else we have for you. I'm hearing Leo right now, and I'm also hearing something about being surprised. There could be something to surprise you. Amethyst is coming in strong too, and that's also a really good stone of dreams. It also helps with anxiety, with insomnia, addictions. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I do know about what they say about the spiritual healing properties of crystals, and that's a few things they say about amethyst. It's a very powerful stone, good protector as well, beautiful color, can help you access your intuition. Protection, yeah. Some of you may be feeling as though you're sort of, it's back to the water reference here, sort of like a little rowboat in a big sea, just kind of keeping afloat maybe. You know, you may have a lot of responsibilities you're juggling. But I do feel there is some sort of like change. There's a transformation coming in, like a gateway, if you will. And I feel as though you may know that it's coming, but the important thing here to remember is to trust it. All right, I am getting something about trust it, embrace it, embrace this change, and realize you are protected and that new beginnings are yours if you choose them, if you want them. Let's see what else we have. By the way, happy birthday upcoming soon to the Libras, and happy birthday if you're a Virgo and you're watching. Thanks. What else do we have? We have happiness, yeah. So protection and happiness here. You could actually find happiness with a new friend, a new relationship, a colleague, something, but there's something here about that relationship or that person or something also making you feel or helping you to feel more optimistic, maybe in a new situation you're in or something. But there's something about there is that balance, I know, as a Libra, especially if you're an INFJ personality. That's the Myers-Briggs personality test. Look it up if you're not familiar. But the INFJs, yeah, it's like, plus I'm a Libra, so it's like this balance between being an introvert and, like, you know, being in hermit mode, and then having to like go out and also you know, interact with the world, especially as someone who is very intuitive and you pick up on extra energies and that sort of thing. And you know, it's like you're in tune, but then you need like to go away to recharge. So some of you may feel that you need that time in solitude, and it's not like you're isolating in a bad way. It's needing to, I always say that the real test of knowing if you're an introvert or an extrovert is if you're around people and they energize you, then you're probably an extrovert. If you're around people and maybe you enjoy their company, but you're tired after, you're drained, and you need to go alone to recharge, then you may be an introvert. So for the longest time, I thought I was an extrovert, and everyone thought I was an extrovert because I'm very outgoing when I'm out and about, because I enjoy people. However, when I'm alone, that's like my favorite thing, you know? So basically I just adapt to the situation, and maybe you feel that too, and maybe you're wondering, like, you know, what am I? Am I an introvert, an extrovert? I mean, you can kind of be both, but if you're not sure, there's that Myers-Briggs personality test, and it was really cool to take. I've taken it several times throughout my life, and every single time it was the same answer. So I don't work for them or anything like that. I just remember taking it in college, and then I took it a few other times as part of my career. So yeah, it's finding that balance, and maybe you can actually find that in somebody else. It could even be a furry companion, feathered, scaled, whatever your companions are. But and it could definitely be a person. And also it could be like a younger sibling, or it could be what else do we have here? It could be, I'm hearing Lake Avenue, by the way. Maybe they live on Lake Avenue or Lakeview or something. But this could even be, I'm getting something about an aunt, an auntie, or cousin. So, but this is a close relationship or newly developing, but whatever it is, it makes you feel secure in this situation you're in. So if you do have access to that sort of relationship, that could be part of your self-care. You may even want to be writing down what your, like some self-care goals you have, and sort of tracking them, like a self-care journal, so to speak. I've thought of creating this myself, actually, where it's like you have like overall goals, and one of the categories might be self-care, and one of them might be socializing, one of them might be physical improvements, or, you know, whatever, like exercise, whatever. But one of your self-care thing, you know, like chart kind of what you've done each day or each week. Like, how many minutes a day did you engage in self-care? Some of you might know you need to exercise X number of minutes, but do we also do the same for self-care, devoting that time to yourself, time to reflect? Sitting around and quote doing nothing is actually doing something. You're allowing yourself to recharge. You're allowing yourself to maybe organize your thoughts and just like take a breath. I feel like even I need to just stop and breathe sometimes. All right. And then that actually helps me grow and expand. But without that, I get frustrated, and maybe some of you are similar. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's go into tarot and see what's going on right now with the Libras. Libra collective, sun, moon, rising, all signs of Libra. I should have said that at the beginning of the reading, but all signs of Libra. What do we have here? I'm hearing the name Anna. And something like Violet or Viola. Vi or V even. There's something going on there. Because I heard it over here too. Oh yeah, okay. It can also be a Roman numeral 5. I'm getting right now. So this is about change. Changing. I'm hearing something about organizing. Maybe you're just like needing to organize some things. I don't know if it's your schedule, calendar, work environment, home environment. Even if it's like making time for play. You have the Star card. I love this, Libra. This is awesome. This is Aquarius energy. This is about healing. This is about you getting your wishes, things coming true. It may be a delicate time for some reason for some of you. It may be you may be having deep emotions, okay? Maybe ever since the moon and the retrograde, in August there, you've been feeling something just kind of out of whack, out of sort, maybe not quite aligned. This is a card that is helping us to align, to feel focused, to realize everything in moderation. And being Libras, I love the Star card. Even though it's Aquarius energy, it's still fellow air. And it's also balance. Balance. What is it that if you're creating a recipe or something, what ingredients do you want in there? And you get to decide how much, So again, I'm kind of getting back to this balancing the play, the fun, the reflection, the speaking from the heart. I know things can be very this, and you may be in your routine, but maybe it's time, like part of your routine needs to be sort of beefed up, so to speak, and focused on, the things that you genuinely love, that speak to you, that help you, grow and transform as a person, as a soul here on this planet, having this experience, where it's like, what is it that I always think we're like these souls walking around in flesh suits, that we're all energy, we're all energy, and it's just like, the body's like this vessel for getting us where we want to go and things like that in the physical manner. But we are so much more than that. We're so much more expansive. We literally are part of the stars. We are made of stars. All right. And it's about you realizing too that, I don't want to get corny here, but it is really like, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. That sort of mentality. It's so important to remember just how much you matter and how much you really do make a difference on a global level, not just in your school or your family or your job or whatever it is, your church or your other place of worship. It's about knowing, like, even your thoughts have an impact. And so make sure that you're telling yourself just how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how strong you are, how you've had so many things along the way to celebrate. Make sure you're celebrating them all. And make sure that you're opening yourself up to new opportunities and things, right? If you're feeling stuck, one way to get unstuck is to do something different, right? And then you have that new experience. Even driving a different way to work or to the gym. That could be just a way of sort of introducing new experiences to you and change things up a bit and maybe energize and inspire. And hey, you never know who you're going to meet along the way. This card wants to come out. This is about clairtangency. Now, this is psychic knowledge by touching. And here we have this person's hand touching the earth. This is about you getting in tune with nature, with the vibration of the earth, of the world. Again, everything you touch, there's then a result. Like everything you encounter, everyone you encounter, just as everyone who encounters you or comes into your life, whatever, they leave something, right? We all leave sort of our energy signature on things, and that everything we touch is then permanently changed, and everything that touches us is permanently changed. I have a few messages coming in with this, if you'll be patient with me. I have, this is to illustrate for you that, to be also, one is to be very mindful of what and who you allow into your space, into your mind space, who you allow to touch you, to be in your physical space and world, who you allow to borrow your clothes. If you're, shopping from thrift stores and things, do some sort of something to cleanse the energy, because I am getting something here about things crossing over your energetic barrier or boundary that you may not be aware of. Remember, I was talking about this with your labradorite stone here, and there are these mysteries, and how labradorite's really good. It actually does help protect you as far, and here we have protection. This sort of protection could lead you to more happiness, okay? This sort of things like cleansing your aura. You can do this in the shower, Libra. You could stand in the shower and you could just, by your intention alone, because thoughts and words and things are actual energy. They are things. They're energy. Everything is energy, and that's why when you touch something or something touches you, metaphorically or physically, things change forever. All right, every single moment of every day is never going to be the same. Each one is going to be different. Every single millisecond, something's changed, and that's affecting everybody, right? So being very careful of your environment. When you walk into your home, what kind of vibe do you get? Do you not like that gray rug or that dark corner? Change it. I've been doing that around my house. I don't have money to go and buy all new things, but I did this one simple act of replanting a plant into a different pot and putting it somewhere else, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I cannot even believe it's the same plant. It was in this it was trapped in this little pot, stuck in with all the other plants, and it didn't have its own moment, its own space. Maybe some of you are in a situation like that, okay? That could be. But one thing I want you to know is that even if we're not aware of it, and I'm not trying to scare anyone, I don't like channels that do that, and I'm not one of those channelers, but you may be being affected by energies around you, and I know you already know this because you don't come to tarot because you have no clue. You come to tarot because you're aware of things and how energies fluctuate and how you're all connected and how, intuition's a real thing. That's why you're here. You believe in it, right? And the more we believe in something, the more powerful it can become. But if you are an energy worker, or you're more sensitive to energies, or you're wanting to get into that, know that it is important to cleanse your energy. You can begin in the tension in the shower. I know when I'm channeling, sometimes it's not from point A to point B. I get all the way around and then I loop back. So that's just how it is. So thanks. That's why I say thanks for your patience. And you can always turn on subtitles or rewind if you need to hear something again, because I know it can be confusing. But it's about, again, okay, so those energies can distract us, like you just saw happen with me, or it can be just having impacts on us that we're not even aware of, just kind of that feeling you can't shake of just feeling stuck or worried or anxious. Maybe that's not even your energy, especially as you're ascending, Libra, and as you're on your own energetic and spiritual journey. Especially then, you're going to find that all types of energies are attracted to you. And why? Because they want to be part of that light, right? We want to harmonize with things of a higher vibration, typically, as human. Typically, that's what we want to do. We don't want to be in the low vibration. We want to be in the vibration that makes us feel powerful, more powerful. And if you're emanating more power and you're shining your light brighter and more covering more area with it, and just lighter and brighter, and that's going to, and here you are right here. This is you, all right? This is you feeling firm and confident in yourself in this vast space where you can really do or be anything. And here you are, you're getting those intuitive downloads, right? You're connecting with source and you're getting charged up by that. Well, guess what? Everybody wants to come around to and have some of that, right? And it's not your fault, but you need to make sure you're doing things to cleanse your energy every day. Do an aura sweep, sweep down each arm, sweeps, do the underneath part, sweep. I teach people this with my Reiki courses. imagine you're sweeping, or you have this imaginary bar of spiritual soap, okay, folks, and you wash your body gently with that, lightly, and feeling yourself become more lighter and cleaner, so to speak, as you do so. Then shield yourself with this loving white light, okay, or wrap yourself in the most divine, silk, or whatever it is you love that makes you feel safe and protected, yet also it's like a filter, a border, a barrier, so to speak, because I feel that some of you may be carrying energy that's not even yours, and that's not fair, right? That's not something you want. So and even if you're not already aware of it, it's just good practice. It's good spiritual energetic hygiene to do those sort of things. That's a big part of self-care. All right, because again, drowning doesn't always require water. Being drained of your energy, that can be coming from any source of energy around you. All right, so if you're not sure, again, a good practice is, or go out and recharge yourself, stick your feet in the sand, in the dirt, in the whatever, or take a shower, let the water run down you and sweep away whatever energy you don't want stuck to you. One mantra you could say, or one thing you could say is, I'm removing anything not in my greatest, highest good. Then protect yourself, protect yourself with this white light of divine protection and support, where I only allow things in my greatest, highest good through, and I easily and immediately reject anything and anyone not in my greatest, highest good. I am protected, I'm safe, and I'm bright, like shining brightly, something to that effect. It could be very simple like that. And so I do this when I go to bed at night, because the dream world is a real thing. I get a lot of info during dreams. So I sweep my aura, I shield myself with the light, or whatever I need to shield myself with, right? And then enter that space feeling safe and protected and cleansed, basically. And then it's your dreams are your dreams. They're pure at that point, hopefully. And then I know I make this sound really easy, but it actually is a little easier than what we realize. I just saw 22 and 11, by the way, both important numbers here, master numbers. So if you can, remind, there's another card wanting to come out. We have medium here. Some of you are communicating with spirits, okay? Now, that's another thing that can sort of attach to your energy you may not be aware of, all right? Some of you may be mediums. Maybe that's why you're drawn to this reading, because you want to know more about, what I have to say about it or something. But you do need to learn to block that. See this image we're getting right here? You need to know how to set boundaries with that. Okay, that could be why you're feeling depleted. You could have the energy of an ex who's still trying to call you in, coming after you in dreams, or in however way. Okay, so we need to make sure we're doing things regularly to set up boundaries and to remove that energy from our space. Anything not in your greatest, highest good is not welcome, right? Now, that helps leave space and room for that which is what is in your greatest, highest good, okay? Let's keep going and get more tarot cards. I know for some of you this may feel like a rant. I'm sorry. But some of you have asked me, actually, if I would just go on and straight up channel. And so I am doing that, but it's actually for you. It's not focused on the other side right now. Maybe I could do that another time, but I felt like I really needed to get something for you. All right, and let's see what we get. These are very sticky cards. I love them, but they're sticky. You have the Six of Wands. This is success, Libra. I feel as though, yes, you actually have all of the ability here to live the life you want to live in strength and confidence and proudly, but remember, celebrate those successes. Every little wish that's fulfilled is a win, right? And a lot of the times, how do you fulfill your wishes? You do the work. And how do we get there? We need to take care of ourselves first, all right? And not feel guilty if you need to sit and just be, all right? We're sensitive beings. Sometimes we need to just be. So Six of Wands with that success there, and then the Knight of Cups. And when you can confidently be in your best, highest energy or whatever, with the Wands, that's fire energy, and then we have water energy. That's when love comes in. It could be anything you love. It's an offer of some kind of love. That's something that will make you happy. That's how we invite happiness in, right? We go after what we want, realizing that we've come so far, Libra. You have. I know a lot of you have. I know a lot of you have not had it easy whatsoever. I'm getting an L name, like an L, like Leona or something. I'm also kind of getting Donna or something like that. So, wow. But if I didn't say your name, that doesn't mean it's not your reading. And then here we are, Libra. Look at this. You see this heart cloud here? I can't even make this up. And I wouldn't want to anyway. King of Swords. There you are. There you are. You've got that clarity. You know your truth. And look how lighthearted you are now. And this is literally, I'm seeing a heart right here in the card. We don't see all of it, right? We're not seeing all of it. Sometimes we're not going to see all of it. Sometimes, Libra, we're not meant to know everything, right? We're just not meant to. That's why I don't always love answering yes, no questions about things, because sometimes we're really not supposed to know all of it. Or sometimes I'm not going to give you the answer you're looking for in a particular reading because we're just not meant to know. But we have to know there are some things to celebrate. Some of you are going to be celebrating something it could be love, it could be a new position or job or something you like. It could be a volunteer position, even it could be time with your kids, grandkids, something, animals, something you love. You could find out that, again, back to this recipe, maybe some of you are doing more cooking or baking or something, but it's like coming up with something that you truly love that has your signature on it. It's you being you being independent. That's Aquarius energy, by the way. It's also Libra energy. We have that Eight of Swords though, right? We need to let go of whatever is holding us back. Anything where we thought we weren't good enough or it'll never happen for me, that's the kind of stuff we need to abolish, okay? That's what needs to go. We all have our moments when we sit and cry and eat ice cream or whatever it is we do, but we don't live there long. You know how I know that? Because you've gotten so far. That's how I know. So if you're wondering, oh, if I'm doing too much of this or that, you know, it's like, it's not a time to beat ourselves up. We're not here to beat ourselves up right now, okay? You know what? The world does that for us, right? And we're weathering the storm all the time, it feels like sometimes. This person too, I feel sometimes with this card, they're not just being a victim, so to speak. I don't like that word. But what they're doing is, again, they're going inside. Because that's where they know, that's where their true self lives. But maybe they have felt restricted. Maybe you have felt restricted. Maybe that is what has blocked you. Maybe you grew up with messages, whether they were literal or direct or indirect, messages that maybe made you feel that you couldn't have certain things, you didn't deserve it, or you just couldn't do it. I'm here to tell you through these channeled messages that you can. Look at how this King of Swords is looking at her. This King of Swords, she, he, they, the Eight of Swords, same. The gender doesn't really matter here. He has this admiration. He, she. There's an admiration here of going within, doing what it is you need to do to take care of yourself, and answering that call, knowing your ships are going to come in. Like, I'm using all these trite, sayings here that I don't even like, but some of you actually do resonate with them, and maybe that's why they come through the way they do. I have something here too, and I'm noticing I'm having to breathe a little more, almost like I'm picking up on some emotions, that maybe need to be released. And I'm not saying, oh, you're holding yourself back. I don't see you as a victim. That's not the energy I'm feeling, and that's not what I'm here to tell you. But it's just making sure that we take the time we need, but that we don't allow ourselves to be stuck by it, those thoughts, those opinions, right? You've got this connection here. You have this strength. You've got, you have whatever it is you need. It's coming your way for this healing, this realignment, this adjustment. Some of you, again, it could be love. King of Swords, they are cutting out the drama. They're cutting out what does not serve them, who does not serve them, anything toxic. And you know what? It makes them a lot lighter. And look at how they can do all these amazing things now, right? Like all these different stretches. And look at where this moon lands, right? Where does this moon land? It's right there for whenever they want it. Things come in phases, too. Things come in phases, just like the moon. You've got to tune into your superpowers here, is what I'm getting. Tuning into your superpowers. What else? What else could help at this time? A divine message. Okay, so trusting those messages from a higher source. I feel like that's what I'm getting from this King of Swords energy too, because this person here, I don't look again at this Eight of Swords as, oh, it's a victim card. A lot of readers will say it's the victim mentality. And in fact, yes, traditional tarot, that is the meaning, yes. But there are other interpretations of it too, and I've heard some wonderful readers on YouTube, some of my favorites, explain it different ways. My way of explaining it is, this person is going inside too, actually making sure they're assessing themselves and making sure that, do I have the right perspective on things? Am I overanalyzing? Am I making something out of nothing? What am I doing here? And how do I get to a place where I feel most powerful, where I have the castle, where I just release myself from whatever's got me tied up right now, right? And so part of that is the divine messages. It's knowing that there's something higher and greater than yourselves and honoring that. You have the Eight of Cups, and then under that is the World. So you have the Eight of Cups. This is letting go. This is going someplace else where there is healing, where even though you may have all of this here, you've decided it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. And so even as though this might be great, I've done this reflection. You see the reflection in the water? And I've realized I've overcome so many mountains, so many obstacles to be here. I'm going along here. I'm moving. And here's Saturn, right? Saturn, again, they've got different Saturns here. We're moving away from anything restrictive. Anything where we even felt like, it's old memories, old obstacles, anything like that. We're moving on. The initial M, as in Mary or Matthew or Michael, could mean something to you. Marion, that could mean something to you. Marina. These are so M, or your last name, okay, even something like that. But there's something here about, even though it might not be smooth, it's probably not as bad as what you just came from. I know things can always get worse. I've learned very early on in life, never say things can't get any worse, because immediately you'll find out, yes, they can get way worse right away. So I never say those words, just because I've learned that lesson. And this is about your lessons. You're moving on. But you're carrying those lessons with you. It reminds me of the Fool card, but we don't need the Fool card. That's going to be after this World card. So we have the World card here, okay? The World card. You've got this new perspective. You realize you have everything it is that you need. You're knowing, you're acting on what it is that makes you feel most inspired, makes you feel like you're not caged. You're actually able to express yourself, free yourself, and go for what it is you want, and to actually create it. A King of Swords, in order to get to this King status, you're a creator. This is something that you create. And again, you're letting go of what doesn't serve you. And I do feel that a lot of you are finally trusting the divine if you haven't already. All right, I do feel that. I do feel that strongly. Now I feel like, let me get another card though. I need to get another card because there's more to this. Yeah, this Knight of Swords, okay. So I understand there could be some indecision right now, maybe not knowing really which way to go, and taking that time that you need and then going forth in your greatest degree of power, all right, with this Knight of Swords. This is Libra all over. I mean, I'm pulling swords out here a lot now as we're making some big points. So this is definitely your reading, Libra. There should be some messages here for you if you're tuning in. Whoa, so we had somebody jump. We have two. The Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords. What did I just say about swords? So you've got this, again, time to reflect. You have a couple of cards right here reflecting. But look what we have here, Libra. Once you've done your reflection, which I brought up reflection in this card, and then we got two cards here where this person's contemplating and reflecting. They're considering all their options. And look at this. They're tuning into this is like an Ace of Wands in hand. They're tuning into their intuition. That's how they're going to get their breakthrough. Okay, this person here, they're conserving their energy. This ball right here for me represents energy. Where are they putting their energy? Then we have the World card. And how do we even get that? Well, we have this Queen of Swords. Again, the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, divine pair. They don't leave what doesn't serve them in their life, right? They make their decision. They're very clear about it, and they go forward accordingly. And that's this World card here. Look at how this King, Queen of Swords, I see this as both the world and her energy, right? Because energy is all connected. Look, see the energy ball again. There it is. This is you deciding where to put your energy, what to move towards. That's coming in for you, Libra. That's coming in. I feel like some of you are working on that. Okay? And let's get some other messages here. Oh my goodness, Libra. I'm going to have that be the final part of the tarot, but we're going to move on to oracle messages, okay? Nine of Pentacles. This is you. You've done the work. You've made your decision. You've put your energy into the right things that feels good to you. And this is, here you are, independent. This is amazing. This is very similar energy for me as the Empress card, which is your card, Libra. So this is about being able to create the life you want. And looking up, and what are birds? They're messengers. Look into those, look inside and above, outside yourself for those messages. You will receive them. This is a very important time for you getting those messages. That's why I feel I was called to do this reading. You have release your inner rebel, card 23. 23, 2, 3 is 5. Be yourself and create your own universe. Yes. And this card right here, it's all about creating what you want. So is that Empress that I'm feeling in connection with this. Now, as an empath, let's see what else we have for you. What other messages? Watch for the cosmic wink. Magic comes when spirit winks at you. Stay aware of synchronicities, Libra. Stay aware because they provide unexpected answers. Positive forces are always at play in your life. And guess what? You're like your biggest source of positive energy. You have that power. And you have for your African Goddess card, you have card 5, again, change. So this could be a big change. I'm not saying it needs to be like a big, change of job or house or relationship. I'm saying it's some sort of rebirth within you. This is a radical rebirth. This is a Buya Nahanda. Okay, so this is all about the element of air, by the way, which is incredible. So this is about still I rise is the quote associated with this. That's the goddess declaration with this card, still I rise. And you notice she has these very powerful intuitive beings around her. She has the lionesses with her. So this is about dusting yourself off, moving forward, go for it. Go for what you really want this time. See how she's got that wand in here? Now, what did you have over here, Libra? You had a wand as well with this the World card. There's that magic wand, okay? Then again, just creating the world. Look at this, is so Empress-like, Libra. This is so you. This is about, maybe having to make comebacks over and over, but just release the idea that it needs to be perfect, okay? And sometimes we wait too long. Sometimes we do wait too long, and we hold ourselves back because we're analyzing so much. This is about making new choices and decisions, watching for that cosmic wink here, and knowing, yes, you can. It doesn't have to be a struggle, right? And I'm not saying you bring that on yourself. I don't like it when people act like we bring everything on ourselves. We don't bring everything on ourselves. We do have more power and control than we realize, but, this is about, just, all right, I want everybody to be nice, okay? And so just know that this is very much connected to the sun, and it's here to remind you, Libra, you will rise again and again and again. Even when we don't see the sign that's tucked behind the clouds, when we don't see that sun, it's still there, right? It's always there, giving us life, giving us energy, optimism, hope. That's a new word, optimism. It's hope and optimism. You have the Sperm Whale, card 36. This is blessings, Libra. Right back to that throat chakra. Expect abundant blessings. Tell the universe what you desire. Be open to receiving it. Trust your prayers are being heard and answered. And then you also have, oh, great. You have a lioness. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Lioness, card 13 here. Sacral chakra. This is, again, Empress energy here. That creation, that divine feminine. This is attraction. This is you embracing your divine feminine magnetism. The more you are open to receiving, the more you effortlessly, your heart's desires come to you. The more open you are to receiving, the more effortlessly your heart's desires come to you. And then you have soul family. The card actually came out towards me. It moved itself. That does happen at this table often. And this is about you finding your people, your connection to source. It could be to animals, to the earth. It's connection. You living fully in your own power. You run your world, Libra. You matter. 424, sign of love and courage. Look at this courage here with this lion. Now's the time to make a move in love, but I say in life. 666, this is leaving all doubt behind. Release and heal for greater things to come. This is actually a positive number when it comes to numerology, so don't worry about the fact that it's triple sixes there. Okay, and then you have, it was actually 5 sixes. You have a sign of leadership here with 99. You inspire and lead by your higher perspective. That's right, you're getting that big perspective. And then you have 1313, Libra, sign of courage. Follow your heart and go for what you desire. You can definitely do this. You run your world. And I thank you all for being here. Please do realize that you absolutely matter and you're more powerful than you even realize, okay? I do firmly believe that for all of you. I'm getting chills as I say that. Blessings to all of you. And please do, if you would consider, subscribe, like, share, comment. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you, Libra.